Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Wix forms. Now this video will have everything you need to know about how you can create Wix forms and how you can use them on your Wix website. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So here we have the dashboard for Wix.com, and this is a trial account that I created using my Gmail, and this is basically just a templated store that I created using Wix. So here, once you logged into your Wix dashboard, all you have to do is click on Design Site right here, and this will open the Wix website editor. So the goal is to head to your Wix website editor so you can start adding your own Wix forms. All right, so here, basically this is my templated website. You can create your own, and here we're going to be trying to add our own Wix form. So to add a Wix form, we're just going to have to look for an empty space where we can put that element. So for example, here on the homepage, we have this huge chunk of empty space which we can utilize for our Wix form. So here we're just going to add in a new element. Just click on Add Elements right here, and then scroll down until you see Contact and Forms. And here you can create new form or add existing form. So we're going to go ahead and create a new form, and this window will open up. You can do this manually, just like what I did here, or you can also choose from a template. It all depends on your preference. So here we're just going to add in the details that we're going to be including in our Wix form. So for example, we're going to put in the first name, and then the last name, email. Let's say subscribe. Since this trial account is an online store, then I guess this would fit perfectly. There's also this general part for short and long answer and number, so you can get a numerical response to a question. Same with if you have a question, for example, you can set a long answer field or a short answer field. So for example, there's a question being asked, and the short answer will come in this section over here. There's a star rating also, if you'd like to include that. But it would be nice to include a star rating on an online store, so maybe we can include that into our Wix form. There's also single choice or multiple choice, drop down, tag picker, checkbox. So you're free to modify the Wix form as much as you'd like. There's also a date picker, date and time, and then payments. So for product, fixed price, custom price, or donation. Maybe we can include a donation here just for trying it out. There's a submit button and the layout element, so you can add a header or text if you'd like. We're going to remove that since I'm not going to be needing it for this example. All right, so that's it for adding form fields. There's also rules, so you can set conditional rules into your Wix form. So for example, if this field, let's say if the first name field is filled, then so this is the condition, or this is the trigger, and then will be the response or the reaction. So for example, the last name is required. So this means that if the first name is filled, then the last name will be required. So once the user types in a first name, then this field will be required, and they cannot proceed further if they don't fill up both of these options. So again, that's just an example, but you're free to get creative with your conditional rules depending on how you'd like it to be interacted with on your Wix form. All right, so I'm just going to cancel this rule since I'm not really going to be needing that rule. Now for pages, you can also add a page if you'd like. So this current page will serve as the first page, and if you add a new one, then of course you're gonna add some more form fields right here. You can add as much pages as you'd like. I'm just gonna delete this. And then for preview, of course, this is how it's gonna look like. You can type in here, email, then check this part, and then of course the star rating, and then submit the donation, then click submit. For other settings, we can check out here. So form name, just gonna put in Wix sample form, something like that. And then for the required field style, you can either choose an asterisk, which indicates that this field is required, or you can label it with the exact word of required, or none at all. So it's recommended to only use this option if all fields are required on your form. Nevertheless, you can keep it on asterisk, so just to keep it simple. And then here you'll have a confirmation message if you'd like to add that. So when a form is submitted, you can either show a message or redirect them to a URL or clear the entire form. So let's say you'd like to show a message, something like this: thanks, we received your submission. And message display time custom or always. So you can have it, if it's custom, you can have it displayed for a certain amount of seconds. Let's say 5 seconds. Right here. When someone makes a payment on your form, they'll go directly to checkout. These settings won't be applied. All right, so that's a different case entirely. So finish payment setup, you can add payment fields, collect payments using the product or donation fields, connect payment methods, publish your site. All right, so spam filter, you have a spam filter settings. So you can set up an advanced and reCAPTCHA if you'd like to set that up. All right, so for submissions, you can also check the submissions right here once someone has interacted with your Wix form. All right, so we're going to try to save this Wix form right here to show you how it looks like on the website itself. And we're just going to head back. So this is the form. I'm just going to move it right here so that it's not going to be blocking our main header. Should be right above here. All right, so we have the form in this section. And then we're going to try to, first we're going to hit save. All right, so we have a pre-generated domain while we're using the trial, and then we're going to click on preview. So let's try to interact with this form. Actually, I should have moved it up a bit more since it's blocking. This message right here is blocking the form, but we can do that later on. So let's see if this works. It's 5-star. All right, so I'm gonna have to edit this since we can't click on this part. Let's try to move this up. Right here, so we can have more space at the bottom. Move the form. Right there. Hit save. Then let's try that again. All right. Yes, and then let's say 4-star, and then 10 for donation, and then let's hit submit. All right, so that should have been submitted right now. It's just the submission message isn't appearing. Let's try to publish it so that We can fully interact with it. All right, and then let's view site right here. Let's try that once more. Let's try skipping the donation for now. All right, so thanks, we received your submission. All right, so it seems to be fully functional right now. And as you can see, after 5 seconds, the message has disappeared. So let's try to check our editor. Just see if we have that under the submissions field. So settings, not here. Let's try to click on edit form. Check on submissions, and there you go. As you can see, we have our first submission here. You have the first name, second name, and then these fields, the email, the subscribe, star rating, and of course there's no donation. So there you have it. That's your Wix form set up on your website. And that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.